is having financial security and not having to worry about it for yourself, your immediate family, and future generations. It's a very elusive idea to me personally because it's not something in my immediate experience, and it's only something that I'm learning about a little bit more in theory and knowing or trying to know if that's like a real possibility for someone like me.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio World. Create your generational wealth for you and the future of your families.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Le Viet Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not stopping a Mercer Island street brawl, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Black generational wealth. For a long time, it's been a dream that needs to see reality. For hundreds of years, Black people have been in the United States and have suffered for it. We built this country, but have not yet really seen the dream come alive and what that means for Black people and people of color. This is going to take some time and some work and a lot of sacrifice, but people of color have always done that, and so it won't be any different. You don't need to do it alone, and you don't need to do it alone, because this is a community work project. It's going to take some rigor. It'll take a change in mindset for individuals and the community and the nation at large. This won't be simple, but that's okay. Nothing that's good or worthwhile is ever really simple.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
This is Brenda Charles Edwards, host of Seniors Matter. Join me every week to get information on activities and issues that impact the lives of older adults and their families. That's Seniors Matter every week on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station.
This is Cindy Gray, the host of Heartbeat Radio.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time.
This is Paul Schneider today on the 73rd edition.
Hey, y'all, welcome to Travelers Guides with Venus and Mars and Princess Robin. Risha Fairy Godmothers. You guys know me.
Your home for information about the impact of the coronavirus.
Amongst many things that difficult about this virus is that it prevents
it's been devastating. They're really heartbreaking stories of people who have.
There isn't anyone that isn't impacted.
Shutting our schools down, including all athletic programs.
Your first-hand accounts.
We got here took the test, and I found out that I was positive.
A lot of people who know me, I'm still the first person they know.
But it was almost like you were patient zero for South Seattle. Your stories of community coming together.
Partner very heavily with Tacoma Urban League, who is doing some amazing work in response.
We're doing things for small businesses. We're giving out loans to small businesses.
And so I think it's very important that we have leaders who feel.
I mean, I cannot tell you we're calling 20, 30, 40 minutes.
This crisis in our community, we've been working to address it.
Rainier Avenue Radio, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
DJ Dirty John.
Karen Z with Rainier Avenue Radio
Hey, this is Sergio Cool.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We got you covered. Local impact, global presence.
Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio.world and our weekly coverage of the impact on communities. This is a continuation of our series. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us again here. And then again, now we are aware of the fact that we are, and more folks listening to that at 1 p.m.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth is incredibly difficult to accrue. My mom likes to joke that we come from a long line of people who are bad at money. She always talks about wanting to buy a house so that she has something to leave her kids. I got really sick when I was a kid, and all our money went towards that. I had to leave college because I couldn't afford my next year's tuition, medical bills, and life. It's all so difficult. And then you think about wanting to leave something behind for your kids. Well, how can you leave something behind for your kids when every day you're trying to make sure that your kids have joy and happiness and health and fulfillment today? Every day I'm really concerned about if I'll be able to keep living and making art in this city for myself.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
That's my noise. Peace.
All right. Well, we're not saying peace. We're saying hello. We're going on the air right now. Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, here live at it with, we got two Joyces there. There we go. On Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, Garfield and Rainier Beach. And they call it the Hood Classic, and some of us tell us not to call it the Hood Classic, but you call it what you call it. And it's one of the biggest rivalries in the state as number one Garfield comes into this one. Undefeated, 16-0 record, and undefeated also in the league. And as we look at the standings real quick, as player intros are currently in action, you can see that Garfield has wrapped up the number one seed in the Metro League playoffs. Earlier today, O'Day clinched the second seed with a win over Bishop Blanchette. It gives them a win, a one-game lead over Beach. So no matter what Beach does today, best they can get is the third seed. And if they can overthrow Garfield, they can clinch that third seed tonight, as Eastside Catholic lost to West Seattle. And Eastside Catholic going into these Metro League playoffs with a big struggles as they lost to this West Seattle team 76-54. Right after that performance against O'Day on Thursday, something is wrong in Crusader country as they come into the Metro League playoffs. They were more, if Rainier Beach wins tonight, they can wrap up that third seed. It'll give Eastside the fourth seed. And this all comes with one more game left in their schedules on Tuesday. Looks like player intros are still going on. We have Joyce Walker here giving us some color commentary. Tony B will be here to give you some play-by-play. Of course, we got Roger CEO Evans on the camera doing his thing. And yes, sir, we are definitely looking forward to the Metro League playoffs. As you can see, most of the seeding already pretty much decided. Garfield and O'Day will host second-round games as they get first-round byes. And West Seattle and Seattle Prep will be in the first round visiting. And Eastside Catholic and Rainier Beach will be hosting in that first round on the 6th. And then O'Day and Garfield will be hosting their first round byes on the 8th. That puts them in the Final Four. And there you go. The championship will be here at Seattle Pacific University, more than likely hosted right here on Rainier Avenue Radio on February 10th. Whoever ends up going there. And
when you think about those Sea King districts, basically, if you get in the finals, you basically get a first round bye in the Sea King. So it just makes your road so much easier. And being in the Final Four for the Metro Championship just makes it easier. And the great thing about the Metro Championship is even if you lose, you still have a chance to move on and go to districts and still make to the Tacoma home and everything like that. But on the other hand, if you're in the district qualifier, like this bracket right here, losing, you're out. You have no chance. All right, it looks like we have tip-off going on right now. So we are going to turn it over. Oh, we got an anthem real quick. We're going to do the anthem real quick.
Welcome, 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 everybody. Live. We are here at SPU again. They say hood classic. I'm gonna say neighborhood classic because these games have been going on between Rainier Beach and Garfield for as long as I can remember. I can remember back in my day, and that was a long time ago. So
there appears to be a lot of controversy on what to call this game.
Yeah, hey, look, neighborhood sounds good to me. We about to tip it up, and we're gonna do our best. Garfield maintains the tip. We got Miles Gertz, who just passed it off. He's giving it to Legend Smiley. The ball went to Jalen, and the ball comes right on in for two for Yermani Bradley Howe. Garfield up 2-0. Ball's being brought up by Miles Gertz for Rainier Beach. They're trying to move it around, trying to attack Garfield's pressure. In, number 35. Vic Raymond missed the bunny. Pass from Legend into Jalen Stewart. Little pump fake up and under for 2. Garfield leads at 4-0 at this time. Miles Gertrude brings it up. Trying to attack that pressure. Garfield's pressure is a real deal. Ball goes to in and under by number 34. 4-2. It is 4-2. Bulldogs lead. Cordell Smiley has it out to Jalen Stewart. Ball goes to Miles Damon. He's attacking the middle. Up and under with the little kiss. It didn't go. Rebound number 35. Vic Raymond pulls it up. Comes back. We got a referee timeout. Check on the ankle. Make sure Miles Gursky is okay. Seems to be okay. Tony B just entered the house. So
what's happening, Joyce?
It's good.
All right.
Yes. Whenever you're in the game and the ball's bouncing, it's a good place to be.
All right. Joyce, thanks for doing what you do.
So at 6:22, the score is 4-2, and the guest would be
Garfield Bulldogs right now.
Bulldogs guest?
Yes.
4-2.
Yes.
Jalen Stewart is first.
Damon Stewart's called for a foul. Wow, that's a lot of hair. That Legend Smiley.
Hey, you remember them 70s we used to rock that hair, dude? Don't play like it's unfamiliar. It's just been brought back.
I'm digging it, you know. Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio's broadcast of high school basketball. Joyce, this is the last game of the season.
There's one more.
Oh, there's one more.
On Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And wow, then we go into the Metro League playoffs. That makes the score 4-4 now.
Jalen Stewart doing what he do. Little bucket at the free throw line.
Each with the ball. Gursky double teamed. Ryan Mapuli and Garfield on the way down and held up there, and that'll be a foul on Darius Wilcher. 6-4. Right now, Joyce, what do you think? Both teams, the score is close. Obviously, we've talked about this before. There's a talent imbalance on the half of Garfield. Is this the pace that Rainier Beach wants to play to stay in the game? There's a 3 ball is buried by Yermani Bradley Howe. Is this the pace they want to play?
Well, what I like is Rainier Beach never bows down. They're not afraid. So they're going to have to attack Garfield's pressure. And that's one way to give himself a chance because Garfield putting pressure all over the floor. And so, there might be talent difference, but the harder than Vikings, you can't underestimate ever.
And Ryan Napoli loses the ball, gets it back, loses it again. 7 seconds on the shot clock with 5:23 left to go here in the game. And Rainier Beach still with an opportunity. Napoli looks to get the ball in. Finally does. It's in backcourt, picked up by Gursky. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gursky pulls up for a deep three. Doesn't hit anything, and that's going to be a violation as it didn't hit the glass. And Garfield 9-4 with 5:15 here to go. Couple substitutions.
We seen that defense just a couple days ago, right? Both teams getting after, pulling up their shorts, moving their bodies, moving their feet. So we're kind of there right now with the Bulldogs and the Vikings.
And that was the O'Day Eastside Catholic game. That O'Day pulled out in that one. And a nice shot inside. And then
Yamani Bradley Howe.
Bradley Howe.
That's his second little floater. Nice little shot.
The linebacker, 3 from the corner by Darius Wilcher doesn't go. Harvey into front court. Harvey with the right hand shot is blocked by Vic Raymond. Quickly in the front court comes Gursky, down 11-4. Gursky around the right side. Gursky finds an open Napoli. Napoli chooses to pass it off. Beach works the ball around the top. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Gursky on top. Gursky defended tightly by Smiley. Pass is stolen away. We might have something crazy happen here. And the shot is blocked. The shot is blocked by Ryan Napoli.
Hey, the Napoli boys, look, we saw them last time we was here, right? It was like, look, you got to earn these 2 points.
And Jalen Stewart, I think he was getting ready to do something with bad intentions, and Ryan Napoli said, not today, not tonight.
Not today. That's the thing I talk about between Rainier Beach and Garfield. That pride factor allowed Napoli to say, I'll meet you at the bridge.
And Napoli, the junior. What'd you say? Met him at the summit, huh?
At the summit. Hey, it was a good foul.
Yeah.
Make him earn it.
And does make the first free throw. Second free throw bounces in and out. That's rebounded by Nyree Ballard. Ballard double teamed. Finally gets the pass away to Raymond. Now Raymond triple team. Somebody's open, but the pressure's tough.
People wide open.
They find the open man.
People wide open. That's the, 3 people on a 5'11" guard. No. Somebody got dropped. No.
And he finds Nyree Ballard for the bucket. That's going to pull Beach to within 6 at 12-6 now. Right, triple teamed almost out there at the half court line. And you're right, just somebody's open.
That's like no respect at all, right? But you pay for it. They paid for it. They gave Rainier Beach a little layup, and that can breed some confidence, right?
Miles Damon in the backcourt, ball over to Jalen Stewart. Stewart drives, spins to the right side, hands on the ball again, this time by Nyree. And they're going to call a jump ball on that one. Possession arrow to the Vikings.
That referee way over there at the bathroom calling that call when there's a referee standing right here. Now, come on now. Come on.
And that was our own Masvita
Morai. I wasn't going to call him out.
He does a show on Rainier Avenue Radio, Seattle Sports Weekly.
I wasn't going to do it. I'll let you do that.
Gursky with the ball on top. Gursky drives on the left side, tries to shovel a pass down low, does get the pass down low. The bucket by King Larry Sims, and he's going to go to the line for an opportunity for a 3-point play.
That's what you do. Garfield puts so much pressure on you. You have to bring your own force with attacking them. I got to tell you, the young fella that just made that basket.
King Larry
was
Sims.
One of my babies at Glacier Middle School.
Oh, boy.
When we first opened Glacier Middle School, it was the undefeated team, and he was the anchor of that team. Go, King Larry.
King Larry. Shot down low. Shot is blocked by King Larry. Mention his name. He does the same. King Larry having an impact on this game.
Well, now. I'd like to see
They're calling foul on that, though.
Jalen Stewart not double pump. He got the girth to just go up. The last couple times that the Rainier Beach got their hand on the ball, he double pumping. For what?
3 times in a row.
Stretch that thing out.
So Beach pulls back within 4 with 3:10 left here to go in the first quarter as the foul shot was missed by King Larry. Could have pulled him within 3. Jalen Stewart at the line, a chance to expand that lead. His shot bounces out to the left side. Free throws.
Yeah, I never worry about records too much. I haven't seen too much basketball. You just got to play the game and see.
We are live from Seattle Pacific University. Packed house here. Makes the next free throw. Patrice Mapoli inbounds the ball. Gets it into Naire Ballard over to Wilcher. Wilcher across the half-court line. Wilcher drives, pulls up, pops for a little 15-footer from the right side.
Rainier Beach came
Buries it.
Rainier Beach came to play, at least at this time of the game.
Damon with the ball. Former Rainier Beach player.
I always believe the ball's got to move. It's got to move.
Shot doesn't go. Rebounded inside by Stewart. Stewart makes the bucket, gets the foul. And we remember from the last game that if Stewart decides to make his presence felt, or maybe the team decides to go to him down low, whichever way it works.
I'm riding Mr. McCollum. Okay, because what it does is you've got to come help. He's such a big, strong player that then we get easier shots, right? The dribble, get my own shot plays in the Rainier Beach's favor.
So first time I'm calling that name tonight, and it wasn't on an offensive set, it was an offensive rebound. But McCullum nonetheless makes the bucket, gets the foul, makes the foul shot, pressure by Garfield in backcourt. Naire Ballard quickly into front court, guarded by Emmanuel Marquardt. Patrice Napoli on top, guarded by Smiley. Drives all the way to the hoop, layup doesn't go, rebounded by Marquardt. Marquardt gets the ball ahead in the full court, says, I'll take it myself. Miles Damon with the ball, loses the ball. Gursky comes up with it.
Hey, against his former team. So they know a little bit about him, just a little bit.
Garfield up 16-10. Gursky on top. Gursky sets the offense. Drives to the hoop, stops. Gets it back, pulls up from 3. Gursky from 3 doesn't go. Rebounded by Damon. Damon in the front court. Damon with the nice pass to Legend. Smiley for the 3-foot little pop shot. Quickly down the other way, Patrice Mapoli puts it up with the left hand, gets the foul. Marquardt says, like, who, me?
Yeah, got him with the body. Marquardt got him with the body. But as you notice, Rainier Beach is getting that ball out of that basket or off the rebound, and they're pushing.
Is that something you think they watched tape and said, okay, we're going to have to figure this out?
Absolutely, this is a strategy. You got to beat that defense because that's a juggernaut. That purple team down there, them Bulldogs, once they get in set on defense, you got to work hard to get a shot. So they're trying to get the easiest shot they can.
Patrice Mapuli's first shot, the freshman, does not go. Chance to cut that lead to 7. Next shot does go, 18-11 now with 1:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Damon calling something from backcourt, defended by Gursky. Gursky all over him, ball in the front court, almost loses it, get it to Stewart out around the free throw line, and he's double teamed and fouled, but a little bit further away from the hoop, but they did get the ball to Stewart. So that'll be Garfield ball. Finally, the ball into Marquardt. Takes a deep 3. Marquardt's 3 bounces in and out. Ryan Mapoli with the rebound, quickly down the other way. Shot is blocked by Marquardt. Caden Powers went up, and Emmett Marquardt said, what, huh? What?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, these youngsters leaning out. Just a pump fake, baby, and that's an and one, right? Both teams is getting after it right now. They're getting after it.
Gursky with the ball on top. 1:15 left here to go. Patrice Mapuli with it now. On Marquardt. Looking down low, doesn't find anyone.
Wide open player.
At the free throw line. Good bucket by Mario Clark, the
Nice
senior.
little curl. They went away. Flex screen. He popped right to that free throw line. Nice one.
Jalen Stewart with the ball down low. Kicks it out to Marquardt for three. That doesn't go. Rebounded again by Mario Clark in the game. Clark gets the ball stolen away from him. Damon results.
No need to dribble there. He had two on him.
Stolen away. That one is stolen away again by Garfield. Beached up 2013, 25 seconds left. A deep three by Smiley doesn't go. Rebound bandied about, finally gathered in by Caden Powers. And Gursky with 23 seconds left in the front court. Gursky pulls up from the free throw line. Pops,
Stop and pop.
Drops.
Stop and pop.
2015, 14 seconds left. Back and forth action. Legend Smiley down the other way. 10 seconds left. Miles Damon with the pulls up from the free throw line. He hits the bucket.
Now we got some action going
What
here.
shot clock?
Yeah.
And finally from the free throw line. Oh, in and out. Patrice McFoley.
In and out. Got us a good one tonight. Garfield has not taken off. Rainier Beach is matching their intensity. And that's what you want to see.
And here at the end of the first quarter, Garfield Bulldogs 22, Rainier Beach Vikings 15. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. It is myself, Tony B, and the legend, Joyce Walker, on your commentary and analysis. When's the last time you had it like this? Joyce, good job tonight again.
Just trying to learn every day, right? When you get in the gym with something that you love, you just try to bring a little color to it, as if the people ain't here, that they can get a vision of what we witnessing.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
We call that theater of the mind.
Yes, just a little something. For the people online, that we want to thank you for chiming in with us too tonight on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Well, some of you are watching, but a lot of you are also streaming and listening online as well. So getting ready to start some second quarter action. Joyce also now moving into the production department and clearing the screen for us here. Pretty soon you're going to be behind the camera and
no, we're going to do a little bit of this and enjoy every bit of it.
Ball is knocked away. Nice steal, maybe, but Damon gets it back. Damon, nice play there, at least attempt to by Rainier Beach. Garfield back down the other way. Damon tries to get the ball inside. This time it is stolen away.
Just say never leave your feet and try to make a decision. Only the rarest of rarest have been able to leave their feet and then try to make a decision.
Jeremiah White fouled on the way to the hoop and still back and forth, up and down action. Joyce, can they keep this? Can Beach keep this up for four quarters to hang with Garfield, do you think?
Well, Garfield has a better overall athletic team, but Garfield doesn't look like they're in a groove right now. They're just kind of playing a little tight themselves. I haven't seen the ball go from side to side. You know, I'm a proponent of, if you're going to run an offense, you go from one side to the other side, and then you get many more options. So it'll be hard, but Rainier Beach is here. They're here.
All right, second shot by Jeremiah White. That one bounces off the front of the rim. Again, a couple of missed free throws. That may make a difference later in the game. Quickly down the other way. Shot doesn't go by Harvey. Beach with it. Napoli pulls up from a D3. Patrice Napoli shot high off the rim. Doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Marquardt gets it. In the front court, Darius Harvey. And that pass is stolen away. This does resemble deja vu all over again from last night. Patrice Napoli almost falls. They're going to call it travel or the foul. They are going to call it travel.
So we can't say Rainier Beach ain't getting their opportunities. Garfield's playing uncharacteristic.
Miles Gursky into the game for the Vikings.
Would you compare this to that game? Eastland Catholic and O'Day, there were turnovers, but they were in each other's chest. They were in each other's shirts defensively in that game.
All night long. All night long.
Ball into Stewart. Stewart reels low. Stewart with the left hand shot doesn't go.
McCullum.
McCullum.
Yeah. That's what I would like to see Garfield get to. In and out. McCullum, if you get that in we call it the kill zone down there. You get that ball down there, everything good happens, or opportunity for things to happen good. Because Garfield, as good as they are, they can't rely on talent if they want to cut the nets down. They got to get into moving that ball, moving their body.
And now they are going deep into McCullum, divided by Sims. Ball again, dropped inside. Another opportunity for Rainier Beach on the turnover. Shot doesn't go from Mario Clark, gets his own rebound. Gursky goes into the lane, puts a shot up with the right hand. That doesn't go, and Rainier Beach with the second chance effort, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Gursky, extending that left hand to get the shot off with the right hand.
That's Gursky's first personal.
So still 22-15 here to go in the second quarter.
I don't think anyone scored. Has anyone scored this quarter?
Not in this quarter.
Not yet. Not yet.
Monty Howell again. They go low to McCullum. Pass knocked away. And Rainier Beach getting their hands on a lot of balls. They're going to have to convert here past to Gursky. And that pass is stolen away. A 2-1 break.
That's a football player. You put that ball anywhere in Yamani Bradley Powell's vicinity, he's going to get his hands on it.
The linebacker.
The linebacker with great hands.
That foul is on Clark.
And a pretty good linebacker at that.
Third personal.
Yeah. You can see the way he swiftly moves up and down that floor, though.
I think they say the same thing on the football field.
I'm sure they do. I think I've read that as well. Yeah, Garfield's sleepwalking tonight. You know, we got to call it for what it is. They just kind of sleepwalking, carelessly turning the ball over. But let's give Rainier Beach some credit because they're playing them passing lanes real well.
But is Rainier Beach taking advantage of their opportunities? This is going to cost them as that first foul shot by Stewart.
No, they've missed about 4 free throws. They've turned it over as well. So when you get Garfield in this position, you got to capitalize. Free throws and layups, you have to make them go down because you're going to need it because Garfield's going to, at some point, hit a little stride.
Second shot by Stewart. That one goes down 2. That pushes that Garfield lead up by 9. Now, first points of the quarter. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. White with the ball. It's the ball over Caden Powers.
Both teams are kind of careless with the ball right now.
And again, almost a turnover. Shot batted away. Sims gets it back. Goes inside again. Sims inside again. Your guy, relentless inside.
Go on.
Gets the bucket
Mr.
off
Holmes.
the glass. And will get the opportunity to go to
and
the
the
free
thing
throw
about
line.
King Sir Larry, he ain't quick, he ain't fast, but he got a relationship with that basket.
So Sims with, again, a chance for a three-point play here. Sims' shot is up. That one bounces hard off the rim. Stewart with the rebound. Garfield up by 8, 24-17. McCullum down the other way. His shot is blocked. Beach ends up with the ball. And that pass again, a 2-on nobody break. And Stewart with bad intentions jams it home on the turnover for the Bulldogs. And once again, what looked like could have been an easy bucket by the Beach Vikings turns into a bucket by the Garfield Bulldogs.
And a technical foul. Must be the call, a technical foul, because the man swung. Swung on the rim.
So he teed him up.
Technical foul has been called. Jalen Stewart.
Our very own Masvita Morere. Now, I wouldn't just call out a ref like that, but he's on the radio too.
Yeah, he's our friend. We love Masvita.
Masvita don't play out there.
When I was on the sideline, he was telling me, Coach Rocker, get back in your box. so it ain't like he partial any kind of way.
And so both free throws are good, and that pulls Beach back within 7. So on the technical foul, Beach will get the ball And an opportunity here, Joyce, to pull within 5, maybe even 4.
It could be a 5-point swing. Opportunities there.
Gursky on the left side gets the ball to Mapoli. Towers, nice feed to Gursky. Gursky goes up, shot doesn't go. Sims, your guy, battling for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Mapoli. Gursky now from 3. Gursky's 3 doesn't go. Rebounded by Marquardt. Stewart looking down court, doesn't find anybody. Defended by Mapoli. Finally gets it across to Marquardt. Marquardt drives, puts it up. Soft shot hits the bottom of the rim. Tapped into Garfield. Smiley has it. Smiley rises high and lays it in off the glass for the Vikings. Vikings now back up 28-19. Napoli with the ball on top, goes right, goes left, pulls up from the left side, 17-footer, doesn't fall. Garfield quickly down the other way. It's Stewart, and again, another errant pass. Gursky must have 3-4 steals already. Finds an open Mapoli, doesn't take the 3, drives to the hoop, goes off the glass, doesn't go. And are we going to get an offensive foul call? Yes, Joyce, an offensive foul call on Ryan Mapoli.
Yeah, he took off a little too soon. You know, maybe one more dribble, get in that box and see what he could do. Both teams are rather sloppy with the ball, though. They're not taking care of the ball. A lot of empty possessions going up and down the court.
Coach Bethea walks out and says, hold on a minute. Let's take a timeout. We're going to go to Daniel Bellis here and find out what's going on around the league, what has been going on around the league.
Right, because this is the last game of the day, so everyone has played, and everyone has one more game. So we're going to throw the standings up for you. O'Day clinched that 2nd seed earlier today with a win over Bishop Blanchette in dominating fashion, 62-37, downing them. This gives Beach an opportunity, if they can win tonight, to clinch that 3rd seed, as Eastside Catholic lost big to West Seattle, 76-54 earlier today. So Eastside Catholic in the hole right now. Beach would have to lose both of their games, both tonight and Tuesday, just for Eastside Catholic to get that 3rd seed. So there you go. Seattle Prep, though, curiously lost to Roosevelt earlier. Roosevelt gaining their first Metro League win of the year. They're now at 1-12. They're still tied with Bishop Blanchette. They're in 7th place in the Mountain, but Prep losing that game is 64-61. Very close one right there.
All right, we are back. Live action, 4:19 here to go in the first half. Seattle Pacific University is where we are at. Garfield and Rainier Beach. Rainier Beach being the home team. Garfield inbounding the ball. Imani Howe into Miles Damon. Damon defended by number 0 Gursky. Number 0 Damon goes to the hoop. Little jump step. Lays it up and in. 11-point lead now for Garfield with 4:03 to go. Rainier Beach better be careful before this half ends.
See, that's the problem with missing all the layups and free throws early on, right? You don't. That's the problem with missing all the layups and the easy free throws in the early part of the game, because you knew Garfield was going to hit a stride at some point.
And inside, the rebound is picked up by Smiley. Battle inside for the next rebound between Stewart and Gursky. And Gursky's going to get called for the foul, and that will be 2 shots for Jalen Stewart, and suddenly Garfield has a chance, Joyce, to take this lead up to 13 if Stewart can hit both of these free throws. And the first one is true. It's a 12-point lead for Garfield now. Next shot by Stewart. That one is in as well. 13-point lead for the Bulldogs with 3:36 here to go in the first half, and Garfield with a little three-quarter court pressure. Another free throw shot, and there's your guy, King Larry Sims, making his presence felt again inside with the bucket.
I don't think I even saw him on the court last time we played. So that's like their little secret weapon going.
And Miles Damon, the lefty, nice move to drive into the left side, gets the layup off the glass, making it 34-21, another 13-point lead. 3-point shot put up, doesn't go. Rebounded inside by Mapoli. Finds Gursky. Gursky saves it before it goes back before outside of the half-court line. Ryan Mapoli with it. Nice pass to King Larry. Larry's shot doesn't go that time. Gets the ball back, puts it up, and puts it in. King Larry. King Larry.
Wow.
Marquardt down the other way. Garfield quickly with the lane. You got to get back. You can't celebrate.
You got to get back.
Again, back and forth action here, 36-23. Mapoli tries to dish the ball off to King Larry, and they're going to call that just an errant pass.
Yeah, he thought about giving it to Larry.
And Robideau into the game now for the Vikings, as well as Darius Wilcher for these final 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Garfield up by 13. Stewart fakes right, goes left, stops, drops, shot doesn't go.
It's a lot of easy baskets out there tonight.
And
by both teams.
Mapoli get again to the hoop strong, and that is the freshman Patrice Mapoli. He's going to go to the line for two. Garfield still not in foul trouble, but he was going to the line, so he'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, that's advantage. Rainier Beach, if they can get out and push the ball off the floor, it'll give them some opportunities that they can't get once that defensive Garfield gets stacked.
And that's what it seems to be. Once if Garfield has a chance to set the defense, they seem to be able to rattle Rainier Beach in their offensive set.
Yeah, they're playing the passing lanes well. Rainier Beach has to be patient and move the ball, and Garfield's in the passing lanes. They're playing the passing lanes well once they get their defense set.
Napoli's first shot is good. Napoli's second shot bounces high off the back of the glass, of the rim, of both.
It must be 8 free throws missed between both teams. That's a lot to leave on the floor.
Stewart with the ball on top, defended by Ballard. Stewart, fall away, 3-point shot. Stewart. Are they going to give him 3 for that? Just give him 2. Looked like 3. Jalen Stewart with the fall away. Gursky to Ribideau. Gursky with the ball. 2 players in the same vicinity. Patrice Mapoli now. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Petrucci drives. Goes up, shot is blocked, but again, Patrice Mapoli into the teeth of the Vikings defense is going to go to the line.
You got to attack the big boy, right? That was a great move. He did a little hezzy out by the 3-point line and got on in there to attempt the layup, and he drew contact.
Now, Joyce, you would know that Patrice Mapoli's a freshman. As a freshman at this point of the season, where are you at? Are you like, hey, I've been here, done that at this point?
Yeah, well, you done got your feet wet. You done had some highs, you done had some lows, but it looks to me it has not dampened his confidence, because that was a great attack against a big boy down there.
Yamani Howe drives to the hoop. Yamani Howe with the right hand. Shot goes up off the glass. The linebacker put a little body between him and the player.
Smooth operator. I'm telling you, that fella right there used his body really, really well, Mr. Yamani.
So Yamani Howe with the opportunity for a 3-point play here. And Joyce, this can put Garfield up by 16.
Mm-hmm. But we knew it was coming. Rainier Beach had to play the perfect game, and the talent is so lopsided. But the thing I like, Rainier Beach is still fighting. Still fighting.
Jamel Duncan in the game now for the Bulldogs with 1:14 left. Garfield up by 16. 3-quarter court pressure. Duncan pulls up. Duncan shot doesn't go. Ribideau battles for the rebound. Ball on the floor. Marquardt gets it. Damon now. Damon finds an open legend. Smiley for 3. Bounces off the rim. Doesn't go. Looks like Beach tips the ball out of bounds. We'll see.
Last tips by Rainier Beach.
Yes, it was tipped. That looked like it was tipped by Nyre Ballard. So Garfield with 54 seconds left and a 16-point lead here in the first half. An opportunity go up by 18, maybe even 19. And Rainier Beach has played a pretty good game other than some missed opportunities on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yamani Howe with the three. Howe's three doesn't go.
They spirited. You know, they got some pride in this game.
Legend Smiley almost falls down. Marquardt with it. Marquardt drives to the hoop and lays up a nice little 4-foot shot that nestles well through the nets. Again, that defense, we might have a held ball here. We do have a held ball here.
Jump ball, position arrow.
So with 25 seconds left, things have changed in the last minute or so.
Last couple minutes, Garfield is put a little more pressure, but Garfield made some of them shots that they had early on too, though, right? They were able to finish them because they got looks all night.
And driving to the hoop, nice bucket there from Darius Wilcher. Switches from the right hand to the left hand. Gets that lead back to 16, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Miles Damon drives into the front court. Marquardt takes a three, doesn't go. Josie shook your head like, don't need that.
No, that's not the shot you want. Feed your big man down there. You got disadvantage.
The first half. It is the Garfield Bulldogs 43.
So at the half, the Garfield Bulldogs up by 16 at 43 to 27. 16-point lead. Joyce, for Garfield, you're going in now at halftime. What is Coach Roy telling his team? You're up 16.
Well, I think one of the things he's going to talk about is just settle down, fellas. We're in a hurry. Look, we haven't moved the ball. If you got to play defense really hard as a team, then everybody gets to touch the ball. Let's get everybody involved. Everybody can eat if we get everybody involved. That's the one thing I'd be talking about because their defense is solid. They're playing a good D and take care of the ball.
Now, if you're Beach, you know what you're up against. You've missed some opportunities, but you haven't played a bad game. That's how I see it. If you're Coach Bethea, what are you telling your squad right now?
Fellas, I appreciate the effort. Stay the course. Keep the ball moving fast. Try to avoid the traps because they're trapping them as soon as they come across half court, and keep attacking. Keep attacking.
I think Coach Walker's voice is echoing in both locker rooms right now. You are listening. Go ahead, Joyce.
Well, it's a simple game, right? It's a simple game. If you let others touch the ball, if you play really good defense, if you attack your opponent, that's the bully. Because Garfield's a bully, obviously.
Joyce, starting on February 1st for the entire month of February, our home, the Columbia City Theater, will be converted into a Black History Month museum. All month long from 11 to 7. There'll be exhibits and installations by the Seattle Black Panther Party. It's going up now, and I've seen it, and it's pretty incredible. The Black Heritage Society going up. I've seen it. The Rainier Cinema Black movie posters. You know what is in the theater now?
No.
A camera from 1935. 1930. It weighs about 4,000 pounds. I'm not joking.
It would have to be that heavy.
Seattle Black Firefighters, the Hartsfield Family Slave quotes. Seattle Black elected officials, Tacoma's Buffalo Soldiers, Keith Fly-Fry Williams photography collections. This is going up too. The Negro League Baseball Seattle Steelheads display, that was going up today. On the 1st, all of this will be up. And 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you want to find out more information, go to calltoconscience.world. Radio.world. Calltoconscience.world. That's where you can purchase tickets. You'll find out more information. So this is a guided tour. So there are scheduled times. You go online, you go to calltoconscience.world, and you choose the time that you would like to go so that you can pre-register. Walk-ups will be accepted as well, but you have an opportunity to pre-register here and guarantee your opportunity to see this amazing exhibit and installations and just really pretty incredible. I'll talk to you more about that in a little while. So this museum celebrates the achievements and the achievers of the Pacific Northwest while recognizing the Black excellence that shines today. Again, it's a toured exhibit, and, well, it's an opportunity to hear history of Seattle from the members of the history, the members who created that history. So I'm going to take it to Daniel Bellis right now. and we'll go to our halftime update. Mr. Bellis.
Why instead of talking about it, let's show them. We got a video for them. So let's do
Celebrate
that.
Black History Month at the Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum, formerly the Columbia City Theater, 4916 Rainier Avenue South. Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum features exhibits and installations. It's a guided tour. Installations include the Seattle Black Panther Party, the Black Heritage Society of Washington, the Rainier Cinema Black Movie Poster, Jimi Hendrix Family Installation, the Seattle Griot Project, BlackPass.org, the Hartsfield Family Slave, the Seattle Black Firefighters, an exhibit of the Seattle Black Elected Officials, Tacoma's Buffalo Soldiers Museum, Keith Flywright Williams Photography Collection, the Royal Esquires, a Negro League baseball display featuring the Seattle Steelheads. Of course, there will be your community keepsakes and memorabilia. Tuesdays through Sundays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There will be no other location where you can celebrate the achievements and the achievers of the Pacific Northwest and Seattle while recognizing the Black excellence that shines today. For more information, visit RainierAvenueRadio.world or call 206-290-9685.
and Joyce Walker with your play-by-play and call.
All right, Joyce, I'm guilty. I'm enjoying some hot tamales.
You better get them lips to moving. Get unstuck.
All right, halftime here. Garfield in front, 43-27.
Nancy Conyers says, "Hey, Joyce."
Nancy Conyers, one of my fearless leaders. Much love to you. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Joyce knows everybody. Everybody knows Joyce.
I've been blessed by the best in this community, that's for sure.
And everybody loves Joyce.
It's good to be loved.
We love you in this city.
Good to be loved.
Garfield Bulldogs will start the second half with first possession.
So Bulldogs will get the ball in a 16-point lead to start this half. Ball comes in to Darius Harvey. Harvey was playing at Cleveland a few years ago. Harvey drives to the hoop, loses the ball. Ball on the floor. Harvey gets it back, kicks it out to Smiley in the corner to Yamani Howell. Yamani Howell with it, a senior now. Jalen Stewart on top, 9 seconds on the shot clock, defended by Mapoli.
He's gone. He's
Mapoli.
gone.
Stewart gets down low, pump fakes, puts the shot up off the glass, doesn't go. Rebounded by Gursky. Gursky quickly down the other way, uses his body to shield the player, goes up, and they're going to say that the ball was knocked out of bounds.
Good defense for Rainier Beach down on that first possession.
Beach looks to inbound the ball. Finally gets it into King Larry Sims. Sims out on top to Mapoli. Mapoli in the corner, back on top to Gursky. Gursky behind the back, drives in. A little dipsy-do, shot falls a little short off the glass. Rebounded by Garfield. Marquardt quickly up the other way to Stewart. Over to Smiley for an open three. Doesn't go. Marquardt inside for the rebound. Falls short. Gursky down the other way now. Gursky with the left hand.
That's the only place he could have put that ball. Protected it from them leapers out there. Nice finish, Gursky.
Smiley pulls up. Smiley shot again, doesn't go. Rebounded by Neray Ballard.
Smiley having a tough night. The lid's on the basket, but I don't think it's going to stop him from shooting. There goes Gursky again for two.
And Beach pulls back within 12. Darius Harvey out on top. Ball almost stolen. Stewart thinks about a three, takes the three, doesn't go. Rebounded by Ballard to Gursky. Beach with the opportunity to trim that lead to 10, maybe even single digits. Gursky pulls it out on top. Darius Wilcher. Gursky with a deep three. That's not going to go. I can see that. Gursky gets his own rebound.
Who got to the ball? Oh!
Marquardt takes it away, goes to link that hoop, misses the jam. Misses the jam. King Larry down low. King Larry is, what did you say? He wasn't a good athlete? King Larry is doing his thing.
I said he ain't fast. His feet ain't fast, but he knows how to use his girth.
Wow, okay.
He's using his girth. He's coming out party, messing with it, and blocking shots.
Like Moses Malone out there. Talk about that, Joyce. Some of the things that you can do as a player to even it out when maybe you're playing someone who's more athletic than you are.
Yeah, I think the key is if your feet are lively, you can move them feet. You ain't got to be fast. Larry Bird wasn't fast, and we're not comparing the two. Let's make that real clear on this radio. But Larry has a good ability. His lower body, he uses it exceptionally well. And that's what you can do with a player. He ain't the fastest by far, but he knows how to move.
Very comfortable with that ball down low. Like I'm going to the hole.
As long as I've known him, he had a relationship with the basket. So he ain't scared, that's for sure. And look at Rainier Beach. The wily veteran coach Bethea got his guys grinding out here tonight.
It's back within 10. Garfield
grinding.
Almost 3 minutes left in this quarter, and Garfield has not scored a point.
And Larry just blocked another shot.
Stewart up, and Stewart goes up in the air, hangs, pulls it back, still up in the air, and drops it through the net. And Stewart's going to go to the line as well.
Player. His DNA. Them Stewart, he comes from even Grandpa Bull. He comes from some really incredible DNA. But Garfield's playing into Rainier Beach's hands. It's one pass, maybe two, and then one player decides to take it to the basket. Coach Bethea over there, yeah, keep playing like that. Give us a chance. Give us a chance to grind this one out.
Stewart will go to the line, an opportunity for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And Garfield, with 5:14 left here in the third quarter, finally gets a bucket. And McCullum gets the rebound, goes back up with it, but the short ball is blocked out of bounds. McCullum was in there taking up a lot of space.
A lot of space. No one's going through the body. They're just kind of reaching the ball out and exposing it. And of course, it'll get blocked most of the time.
Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Ryan Petroli up to his brother, or Patrice Petroli up to his brother Ryan. Pull up from the free throw line, doesn't go. Sims there trying to get the rebound, saves it in. I think he stepped on the line, though. Sims was not in the game the last time we played. I don't.
He wasn't even on the bench the last time we played, because I would have noticed. But he sure has played well tonight.
Made a big difference inside, where, as you remember, especially in the third quarter, that's where McCullum punished Rainier Beach. Quickly down the other way. Shot is blocked and put back up and in.
But that's why you follow your teammate's shot, just in case he happens to miss it.
Ryan Mapoli puts it in, and Beach hanging around, Joyce. Beach is hanging around. Miles Damon pulls up for three. Damon's shot doesn't go, and there is King Larry Sims blocking out.
Did you see him?
McCullum didn't even leave the ground.
Look, he can't jump higher than a stack of phone books, but he got his hands on that ball because he used his body well.
Didn't even leave the ground. Blocked his man out and grabbed the ball. King Larry Sims. Beach with a chance to cut that lead down now. The ball rolls in. King Larry Sims with the rebound. Back up. Bats the ball up in the air. King Larry Sims.
Extra possessions for Rainier. They just couldn't finish it. The Vikings, they're playing hard. Everybody out there tired.
3:47 left here in the third quarter.
I don't think McCullum has a basket. He might. Their biggest, strongest guy might have 2 points tonight.
Now, would you say that's King Larry Sims, or is it just Garfield neglecting to get the ball to McCullum?
There's no emphasis being placed on getting that ball in the middle of the court. The ball's got to get in the middle of the key. It's no emphasis on it right now.
So Beach again with a chance to pull within single digits. Ball comes in to Darius Wilcher. Back to Ryan Mapoli. Patrice Mapoli drives the lane, goes behind the back. Ryan Mapoli thinks about a three. Back over to Wilcher on the left side. Ball comes in, shot is blocked. Shot by Ray Ballard, and quickly down the other way. Garfield layup rolls, and drops in, and that'll be a bucket by Legend Smiley. Gives Garfield a 12-point lead again with 3:13 here to go in the quarter.
Fouls on Darius Wilcher.
When your shot's not falling from outside, that's the best thing you can do is take it to the basket.
You were just mentioning that Smiley
take it to the hoop.
Wasn't hitting his shots normally, and he went to the hoop.
That's the best way you can regain some confidence and some composure.
And the free throw
attack the basket.
is up and good.
But he was long overdue, by the way. Let's just call it what it was.
And Mapoli almost loses the ball on the double team. I'm talking about Patrice Mapoli, gets it to Ryan Mapoli. Ryan Mapoli thinks about pulling up from the free throw line, gives it to Patrice Mapoli off the glass. It looked like it was going to go off the glass until it was blocked.
Foul is on Cornet.
And Patrice Mapoli
at the line, shooting 2.
will go to the line for 2, the freshman. Logging a lot of minutes this season, Joyce.
Yep. You know, historically, Rainier Beach has always had stout floor generals. They're doing it by committee now. You know, outside of Gursky. Gursky been playing hard, but they're doing it as a unit, which is what they have to do with the squad that they have right now.
Second shot, Mayampuli bounces off them, gets his own rebound, follows his up. What did you say, Joyce?
Effort. Wanting it more.
The 2 number zeros, Gursky defended by Damon. Ball over to Powers, back to Ryan Mapuli on top. Gursky with it now, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Down low to King Larry, again spins, goes to the hoop, off the glass. Doesn't get the bucket, but again gets the foul, and no fear in King Larry Sims. He starts wheeling and dealing in the paint. Like, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? He took him in the key for a minute, drop step, had an advantage, and McCullum tried to block it and got a foul.
And you can see it, Joyce. Excellent footwork.
Yes, he got great footwork. Now, if he'll make few of these free throws, he even feel better.
That line drive went in, got over the top of the rim and went in. Next shot by King Larry Sims. That line drive went in too. Oh, he got them both.
All right now.
King Larry filling up the stat sheet. Damon against Gursky. McCullum way out.
This is shades of Eastside Catholic and Garfield.
Smiley misses the shot. King Larry tips the ball. Gursky gets it. Beach down by 10. Another opportunity to get it to single digits. We're going to have a foul called on Nazar Cornett. That'll be the third foul on Garfield. Garfield up 10. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. Patrice Mapoli inbounding the ball. Beach again, Joyce, with a chance to pull within single digits. Haven't been able to do it.
You cannot say enough about heart, effort, pride, the importance of this inner city rival. Can't say enough. If the big bad wolf don't come and knock you out, you believe, oh, okay, let's just keep playing. Let's just see what's going to happen, right? Let's see what's going to happen. And that's what we're seeing on display by the Rainier Beach Vikings.
Patrice Mapoli with the ball at the right side, takes it out to the three-point line, drives to the right side, tries to slip a pass down low to King Larry, and took a couple extra steps. And so again, Beach with an opportunity to pull within 8 with the turnover to give the ball back to Garfield.
Back into the game for Garfield.
Sometimes you can have too much talent on the team sometimes that individuals can play. Garfield is an amazing team. You just got to get the ball moving. Got to get it moving.
Marquardt comes off the bench from McCullum, who's been quiet in this third quarter.
Everybody's
Miles
been
Damon
quiet.
with it.
I mean, that's like 10 seconds dribbling. You got to move the ball. You can't just dribble. One player cannot dribble the air of the ball for 10 seconds. You got to move the ball, move your body. And I know I said that in the last time we were watching the last set of teams. Got to move on.
That'll be the third foul on Miles Damon. So again, Joyce Garfield with only 5 points in this quarter. Gursky with it, defended by Cornett. Gursky behind the back, gets in the front court. And Patrice Mapoli tries to drop a pass off. Ball goes out of bounds, and
last touch by Rainier Beach.
They're going to say Beach touched it last. So Garfield will get the ball back with 1:35 here to go. Pressure applied in the backcourt by Rainier Beach. Garfield, Legend Smiley breaks the pressure easily in the front court. Spins to the right side. And the shot looks like it was either blocked or knocked out of bounds. Either way, Garfield will get the ball back with 20 seconds on the shot clock. So Garfield still up by 10. Gets the ball into Stewart. He can do some damage.
Oh, yeah.
Stewart loses the ball. Ryan Mapoli with it. One person to beat. Mapoli shot is blocked. Looked like he was going to do some damage.
He tried to dunk that thing.
Afro was blowing in the air. Reminiscent of Dr. J and the big afro.
The oval dribble has been Garfield's nemesis tonight. Just the oval dribble.
And a chance for Beach to trim the lead. But this time they do, Joyce, get it back to within 9. Now, we know what Garfield is capable of doing and can do it at any time. But the last 2 times these teams played, third quarter was a different story than it is tonight. Joyce, explain that to me. That shot falls off.
I just think that Garfield's playing in their hands, though. In their hands.
And Yamani Howell on the reverse layup gets the bucket to pull Garfield back up to 11 at 50-39. Patrice Mapoli drives. Shot is blocked out of bounds by Marquardt.
Yeah, you put Damani in there. Just good stuff happens. He's a smooth operator, good feet. Use the rim to reverse and get that easy basket.
And pass inside to Ryan Mapoli, and he converts on the pass in the paint. Pulls Beach back within 9 with 50 seconds here to go in the third. Cornette with the ball. Double team pass is knocked away. Ryan Mapoli with it. And fouled by Jalen Stewart. Joyce, 42 seconds left. And Beach can pull within 7.
Well, just watching this game, it makes sense to me. Beach is not going away. They're gritty. They're getting in passing lanes. They're anticipating well. And right now they got Garfield, doubting themselves.
Now, I haven't said this yet, but we are talking about an undefeated Garfield team, a juggernaut.
Yeah, but that's why you throw them records out when you're playing in the neighborhood. You can go over there and beat somebody and blow somebody else out and have a nice game. But the neighborhood, if they get any kind of confidence, whether you better than them or not, they don't believe it because they see each other all year long.
And the next shot by Mapoli, Patrice is good. Beach is down by 7. Garfield with the ball. Yamani Howell, the linebacker. Jalen Stewart with it. Now, Jalen Stewart, and they're not going to call the offensive foul. They're going to call a defensive foul. And Stewart was ready to wheel and deal, and Miles Gursky will be called, and Sherelle McCullum back in the game.
All of Stewart's shots are hard tonight. There's nothing free flowing. Pound, I'm going to make it happen versus, ball movement. Getting to a spot where you get some easy ones. Garfield shots have been hard tonight. If you've been watching this game, it's been like all of them have been like me watching as a fan. It's like hero shots versus getting it and finding somebody. They're really stagnant tonight, which is uncharacteristic for them.
Now, early in the season, these two teams played, and I mentioned that it was the first game back for Rainier Beach. They had been stranded in Las Vegas.
Right.
Didn't get to practice. Came out, played inspired ball, but we both agreed there was just a talent deficit on their part. At one time down 3rd, this same team down by 7 now. Is this okay? You know what? Later in the year, we got ourselves together, or are we seeing just a Garfield team now that was maybe a little overconfident coming into this game?
There might be a talent deficit. Garfield has more athletes, taller, but not heart-wise, because Rainier Beach bringing that heart tonight. We know you're at the top of the mountain. But look, we're willing to climb a little bit tonight. They're willing to climb a little bit. That's what I'm witnessing. Rainier Beach said, we're in the fight. We ain't going to make all our shots. It's not going to look pretty. But if we can get you to play our kind of games, which is just kind of sloppy, aggressive, attacking, we might give ourselves a chance.
All right, 33 seconds left here in the third quarter, 33.3 to be exact. Imani Hall with the ball in the Marquardt. Marquardt drives, shot off the glass, doesn't go, gets his own rebound. That shot doesn't go. Victor Raymond with the ball to Gursky, 24 seconds left. Beach can pull within 5. They're going to hold for the last shot. Imani Hall on Gursky. Ball comes out to Ryan Empoli. Empoli to Patrice Empoli, 12 seconds left. Back to Gursky. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 8, 7, 6. Gursky looks like he's going to do it. Takes Imani Hall. Drives to the hoop. Goes up and under. Shot hangs on the rim. Rolls. Doesn't go. Rolls out. Joyce, that was about as close as you can get in and out.
Nice move. Just didn't fall. And they used the clock really well. They didn't leave Garfield anything at the end of this quarter.
So if I'm not mistaken, Beach will get the ball to start the final quarter down by 7 after being down by 16 at the half. Mr. Bellis, got anything for us?
Yeah, it seems like one of our people in the comments are definitely enjoying the game, including Shelby Henry. She says it looks like a good game. So, of course, we got Nancy Conyers also checking in those comments. Feel free to show love for your team, y'all. Either Beach or Garfield, just celebrate your team. Let them know that you're supporting them. We'll throw your comments on the screen as we go. But an interesting, definitely, as we go into this final quarter right here with a couple of the Metro scores earlier today. Lakeside dominating Chief Self 62-32. Ballard squeaking by Franklin 68-56. And Cleveland barely over Lincoln 57-54. And as we mentioned earlier, a big upset over Seattle Prep. Roosevelt getting their first Metro League win of the season, 64-61.
Joyce, I got to admit, I am enjoying this game, but I am a little surprised that Beach is doing what they're doing right now.
Well, I've witnessed it all game long. It's been like the game hasn't flowed freely in the way you expect Garfield to be. And Rainier Beach has kept plugging away.
Beach will inbound the ball. They get it to Gursky. Beach with an opportunity to pull within 5, and Joyce possibly even 4. Napoli with the ball at the top, thinks about it, drives on McCullum, stops, turns, could have had the shot. Vic Raymond puts it up off the glass. Napoli with it, they might call an offensive foul there.
They will.
Yeah, they are going to call that. Push McCullum in the back. McCullum ended up out of bounds.
Well, Napoli had the shot, and he passed back the other way. Yeah. He made the move.
Yeah, and had the shot.
Had the shot.
So Garfield back up the other way. Legend Smiley, defended by Caden Powers. And stripped of the ball by Ryan Mapoli. Mapoli lays it up off the glass and in. And Joyce, we've got a 5-point game with 7:25 left. Sherelle McCullum goes to work inside. Bully ball knocks the player down. We're going to get a foul called. And oh boy, Joyce.
You just see the pressure. Garfield's tight. Rainier Beach is loosey-goosey. We're going to play D and C. Let the chips fall where they may.
And we are talking about an undefeated Garfield Bulldogs team ranked number 1 in the state. The 9-7 Rainier Beach Vikings putting a little heat on them, Joe.
Scrappy, honorary.
Sims the third back into the game for the Vikings.
And here comes that man, King Larry Sims.
Man with the good feet.
Back in the game. McCullum's next shot, he made the first one. Second one, that one's good, and that'll get the lead back up to 7.
And I got to say it again, Mr. Cullum maybe has 4 points. With all that girth and size. 4 points?
Gursky with the ball to Caden Powers. Powers going to drive, kick it out to Patrice for an open 3. Ball is tapped away. Ball is battled down low. Patrice Napoli gets his hands on it, and I think we're going to get a foul on Marquardt.
You see Larry Sims get his hands on that ball at the tip of the toe. He couldn't grab it, but he made sure he gave his teammate a chance to grab it.
What is that relationship you described again?
What?
With Mr. Sims?
Oh, Mr. Sims got good feet. He got good anticipation, but he made sure his teammates got that ball.
Oh, you said he had a relationship with the
ball. Yes. Yes. I can't get it. Look, I'm going to try to get it to one of my boys.
And on a 1-and-1. Garfield in the 1-and-1 now. So Ryan Mapoli goes to the line, makes the first. Beach within 6. Second shot from Mapoli is good. Beach within 5. 52-47, 6:57 left here to go in the game.
That could have been an offensive foul.
We have an official's timeout.
And an official's timeout.
Mr. Yamani Bradley is down. I'd be surprised if he's hurt, because that's a man child right there.
And the linebacker gets up. And I really mean that, folks. For those of you who are listening, he played some darn good linebacker for the Garfield Bulldogs football team. And as you said, a very smooth basketball player, too.
Yes, he is indeed, Mr. Howe.
Double teamed out front. Marquardt has the ball, gets it back on top to McCullum.
They got to hit one. They
out
got
of
to
the
hit
corner
one.
for Cornett. Shot, air ball. Mr. Sims grabs the rebound, loses it out of bounds.
Tipped by the
Joyce,
Bulldogs.
the Beach Vikings are in position to pull within 2 or maybe even 3, make this a one-possession game. Gursky defended by Smiley out on top, Powers with it. Beach running offense.
You got to watch
Gursky
Gursky.
defended by Legend.
He's sneaky good. He's sneaky good.
Gives up the dribble. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Powers goes up with a tough shot, bailed out on the foul, and he will get to go to the line. That was a tough shot, Joyce. Garfield had played good defense.
Shot, but he got them Bulldogs thinking, right? You just get your hands up on the shot like that. If you make it, shake his hand. But we're going to give him a chance to breathe, catch his breath, and shoot 2 free throws.
And the first shot by Caden Powers goes in. Folks, if I sound surprised, because Garfield up by only 4 on Beach. Next shot rolls in and out. Marquardt with the rebound. Garfield with the ball. Smiley in the front court, 52-48 with 6:05 left to go. Smiley pulls up and buries a shot from the left side. Legend Smiley.
That looked like his grandpa, Rodell Smiley Sr. Get to the basket, get on one leg before it was popular back in the day, and just all net.
And Joyce, Legend Smiley came down and looked like, I want this one. Took a tough shot and buried it from the left side, about 15 feet away on the left side on the baseline. Garfield up now again by 8, 54-48 with 5:58 here to go in the game. Quickly, Joyce, if you're Garfield, what are you saying in that huddle right now?
Well, let's play defense. Let's get our sets. Let's use a little bit of clock. We don't have to individually go make a basket. We got enough talent on this team so everybody can make a play.
And Bethea's got his squad back out on the court now.
Look, just keep grinding. Let's grind. Let's see what happens. Y'all done play. You're taking a fight to them.
Metro League basketball. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B, on your play-by-play, and the legend Joyce Walker on your commentary analysis. Nice cut inside and a bucket by Ryan Pooley.
Took him back door.
Patrice Mapuli guarding, goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Yamani with the ball. Marquardt takes the 3. Marquardt calmly buries the 3. The big man from outside to pull Garfield back up by 7. A couple of big shots by Garfield on the last couple of possessions.
And Coach knew it. He said, why are we leaving the shooters? Because that's a shooter. Even though he hadn't made it, Marquardt hadn't made very few, maybe a couple. In that moment, you got to locate who the shooters are for that possession and that possession only.
And Marquardt calmly buried that shot.
That's what he do. If you give him some daylight, he's a shooter.
Once again, I want to remind everyone that February 1st to the 28th, we'll be celebrating Black History Month at the Black History Month Museum, formerly the Columbia City Theater, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Installations by the Black Panther Party, by the Seattle Griot, by the Black Heritage Society, Hartsfield Slave Quotes, blackpast.org, the Rainier Cinema vintage movie posters, the Buffalo Soldiers, and much more. 57-50 here with 5:27 left to go in this game. Beach against Garfield. Gursky spins inside, goes up with the left hand. Shot doesn't go. There's that man Sims with the rebound. Shot is blocked, but Sims in there taking up space.
Taking up space. Probably the slowest man on the court, but got a relationship with the ball one more time. Youngster.
All right, here's an opportunity to inbound the ball, looking to get it into somebody. And finally gets it into Powers. Poli with it, Ryan and Poli into the game now. Darius Wilcher tries to go behind his back, does lose the ball. Ball on the floor, Garfield has it. Legend Smiley with it. And then there's a collision, the two number 13s, Legend Smiley and Ryan and Poli.
Blocking foul.
That's a little collision at half court right there.
That's his fourth personal. Gursky back into the game for the Vikings.
Next one, both teams are in 1-1.
Miles Gursky back into the game for Patrice and Poli. Legend Smiley inbounding the golf ball for Garfield. Also back in the game, Miles Damon for the Bulldogs. 4:55 left in the game. Garfield up by 7. Marquardt gets it down low to Stewart. Double team. And Ryan and Poli grabs the ball. What's the call?
Jump ball.
Now that time.
Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Garfield.
And they're going to give that to Garfield. Yes, they called the jump ball. And that was different. Garfield, that time McCullough got the ball and the double team came really quick.
Right away. Right away. You got to know. You got to know what's coming. That's trouble.
McCullum with the ball. Now back out on top. Jalen Stewart with it. Jalen Stewart drives. Shot from the left side with the right hand off the glass. And ball is stolen by Legend Smiley. A little carelessness by Miles Gursky, and also on the inbounds pass. Garfield now back up 9. And then we get the layup and the foul from Legend Smiley. Garfield now back up by 11.
You know,
with 4:30 to go in the
had
game.
to work so hard. They couldn't have possessions like this, like the last two, where they got layups. They fouling on layups. So it's tough. They had to play the perfect game to be able to beat Garfield. And Garfield had to play one of their worst games in order for Rainier Beach to win the game.
Sometimes worlds collide.
Absolutely. You can only hold on so long, like Rainier Beach, when you're playing and fighting and fighting and fighting. At some point, you got to breathe and relax. And then sometimes a better team on paper or just looking at it will get just enough of a distance.
Garfield back up by 12 now, 62-50 with 4:24 here to go in the game. Ball again knocked away, and Legend Smiley gets his hands on a lot of balls. Gursky double team before ball even comes in and goes in the back court, and Damon drops back. But Legend Smiley's no tight screen there from Mario Clark. Shot is blocked by Jalen Stewart. Marquardt down. Marquardt dishes the pass off to Miles Damon.
He didn't want nothing to do with this one, that one.
Damon back to Marquardt. Inside now to Jalen Stewart. Jalen Stewart inside. What you gonna do?
Easy money. Ball. Look, 3-4 people touch that ball, which is a good thing in basketball. If you move the ball and let others touch it as well.
Mario Clark back to Miles Gursky. Rainier Beach down 14 now. Clark loses the ball. Darius Wilcher, 6 seconds on the shot clock, and Wilcher buries a tough shot from the right side, about 18 feet. And they're going to give him the 3 on that one, so that'll pull Beach back within 11, and we've got a timeout on the floor, 64-53. Let's get that commercial for the call to conscience.
Celebrate Black History Month at the Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum, formerly Columbia City Theater, 4916 Rainier Avenue South. Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum features exhibits and installations. It's a guided tour. Installations include the Seattle Black Panther Party, the Black Heritage Society of Washington, the Rainier Cinema Black Movie Jimi Hendrix Family Installation, the Seattle Griot Project, BlackPass.org, the Hartsfield Family Slave, the Seattle Black Firefighters, an exhibit of the Seattle Black Elected Officials, Tacoma's Buffalo Soldiers Museum, Keith Flywright Williams Photography Collection, the Royal Esquires, a Negro League baseball display featuring the Seattle Steelheads. Of course, there will be your community keepsake and memorabilia. Tuesdays through Sundays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There will be no other location where you can celebrate the achievements and the achievers of the Pacific Northwest and Seattle while recognizing the Black excellence that shines today. For more information, visit RainierAvenueRadio.world or call 206-290-9685.
Got a little extracurricular activity going on over here. I think we're getting ready to might call the game. And got too serious up in here.
All right, you know what? If you have an idea for a community project in your neighborhood, you could be eligible for up to $50,000 in funding. Joyce, if you have a community project, you could be eligible for $50,000 in funding. I knew you'd do so much. The City of Seattle's Neighborhood Matching Fund grants are awarded to grassroots projects that build stronger communities with an emphasis on projects led by or impacting Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities. If you want to learn more about this Neighborhood Matching Fund, to see if your project meets the needs, visit seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF. And Seattle Department of Neighborhood, again, has opened its application for its 2023 funding programs. And the Neighborhood Matching Fund supports grassroots projects that build stronger communities with an emphasis on projects. So this could be you. Eligible projects include everything from smaller activities like neighborhood cleanups, block parties, public art projects, park improvements, cultural events, and design and construction of community facilities. That's a lot of different options.
A lot of options. And the Neighborhood Matching Fund is a great organization. You know, they fund a lot of grassroots folks. And there's an opportunity, folks.
You got to submit your application by March 13th, so you have some time. Again, let me run this back one more again. Neighborhood cleanup, block parties, all right, workshops, public arts projects, park improvements, cultural events, and design and construction of community facilities. $50,000 is waiting for you.
Waiting for you.
You have until March 13th. If you want more information, it's seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF. That's Neighborhood Matching Fund. Since NMF's creation, over 5,000 community projects throughout the city have received, Joyce, over $64 million in funding and generated an additional $72 million from the community match. So I'm telling folks, if you don't apply for the $50,000, you definitely won't get it.
You can't get it. When I was first building Rejoice Academy, Neighborhood Matching Fund was a great contributor to us building our organization, bringing life skills and sports to youth in our community. So it's a great opportunity. I might be submitting a new application myself.
Well, on Rainier Avenue Radio, this sounds like this is right up our alley.
Right up our alley.
So again, don't forget the Neighborhood Matching Fund. $50,000 is what you could be looking at for a community project in your neighborhood. I'm wearing it out, Joyce, because I want folks to get this money.
Absolutely.
You know,
Sometimes we say things 3, 4, 5 times because we want to place emphasis on its importance, and it's an opportunity for a new organization to get out there and get some skin in the game.
Yeah. Yes.
Resources are available.
Say one more again.
Resources are available.
All right.
Just waiting on you to apply.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. We've got a little break in the action here. We're going to go to Mr. Daniel Bellis. Anything to share with us, Mr. Bellis?
We do want to share it out that we have some shout outs to Tony B from St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that from Nelly?
No, that would be Shelby.
Okay. I just had to check if the same lunatics were tuning in. We do have listeners from all over the country, Joyce, that really enjoy our broadcast.
That's a beautiful thing.
Both teams, both coaches, the officials. Remember, this is a basketball game, and this basketball game is for our students.
Looks like the Garfield players are finally returning to the court. So,
yeah, player coaches, refs, safety is our number one goal here tonight.
Looks like we'll be getting back to action here very shortly. In the interim, Mr. Bellis, let's one more again let them know about Call to Conscience.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that real quick.
Celebrate Black History Month at the Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum, formerly Columbia City Theater, 4916 Rainier Avenue South. Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum features exhibits and installations. It's a guided tour. Installations include the Seattle Black Panther Party, the Black Heritage Society of Washington, the Rainier Cinema Black Movie poster, Jimi Hendrix Family Installation, the Seattle Griot Project, BlackPass.org, the Hartsfield Family Slave, the Seattle Black Firefighters, an exhibit of the Seattle Black Elected Officials, Tacoma's Buffalo Soldiers Museum, Keith Flywright Williams Photography Collection, the Royal Esquires, a Negro League baseball display featuring the Seattle Steelheads. Of course, there will be your community keepsake and memorabilia. Tuesdays through Sundays from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There will be no other location where you can celebrate the achievements and the achievers of the Pacific Northwest and Seattle while recognizing the Black excellence that shines today. For more information, visit RainierAvenueRadio.world or call 206-290-9685.
All right, it looks like we're back. Masvida's got the ball. I think he's about to tip it up.
So we are back here, and Coach Bethea in the ear of one of the referees. And back to live action, 3:25 here to go. Garfield with the ball, up 11. Marquardt with the ball. Over to McCullum outside, getting the hands of Jalen Stewart. That's a guy who you want to have the ball. Pulls up for a three, buries the three as if he was listening to me.
Trying to put the curtains on the show.
67-53 now. Bulldogs up by 14. Caden Powers over to Mario Clark, defended by Stewart. Powers, Clark almost loses the ball. And inside, what's that man's name?
Sir Larry is, hey, he needed that timeout too. He was a little gassed before they went to the timeout. Well, look, he done pulled it all back. He's played a really nice game for a guy that hasn't been on this squad and probably was playing JV at the time, done earned his way up. That's just a testament to just working hard, not giving up, because you believe you belong.
And making a big difference, not just a difference, making a big difference in this game with his presence for Rainier Beach.
Right, because one of the things that Rainier Beach doesn't have is size. And so he came in and just had a really nice game. You love to see a kid just keep working when someone says no, the kid decides to say yes.
What did Geno Smith say? They wrote me off, but I didn't write back.
Didn't write back.
2:32 here to go after making that shot back And legend Smiley with a deep three answers the call, putting Garfield back up by 14. Gursky with a drive off the glass, lays it in, says, where's the foul? Doesn't get the foul, but gets the bucket.
All night you ain't going to shoot super well, but that's why you got to keep staying in attack mode no matter what. You got to keep believing the next one's going in. So good for Smiley. Good for Smiley.
Jalen Stewart with the ball, fouled on the outside by Ryan Napoleon. I mean, Jalen Stewart just has a lot of versatility in his game.
He does. He does. And once he gets to that place, and I believe it's coming, where he really begin to turn on them jets and use all that he has, that's a little monster in the making. Because he got it. He got a slow, methodical game right now, but when he gets to that next level where the competition is going to require that he has to get another speed, he'll make that transition. That makes a free throw.
Misses the free throw. Might have been out the hands. Rebounded or saved by Garfield. Down the other way, Mario Clark off the glass and in. Beach down by 10 now with 1:52 to go. Garfield quickly down.
Run some clock, unless you Jalen Stewart.
Jalen Stewart out to Sherelle McCullum. Shot blocked inside by, what's that man's name?
Larry. Put a sir in front of that. Put a sir in that. Sir Larry Sims.
Filling up the stat sheet. Gets the foul, but McCullum's going to have to go to the line and earn them now.
And here's the deal. If you look at Larry, you'd be like, no. But man, he loves this game. And he's played well tonight.
First
played
shot
well
by McCullum. Bounces off the front of the rim, bounces off the back of the rim, and drops in. 11-point lead now for Garfield. Chance to make it 12 for Sherelle McCullum. And the line, and misses that shot, then that's where he's done most of his damage as opposed to inside.
Right, I might have to hit him up at the end.
And a nice reverse lay-in from Patrice Mapoli pulls Garfield back within 9 with 1:32 left here in the game. And Miles Damon now in backcourt across the half-court line. Beach extends the pressure. 1:20 left. Jalen Stewart with it. That's the man you want to have the ball. Loses the ball. Ryan Mapuli up in the court. Gets it off the glass, lays it in. They're going to call the foul and a chance for a three-point play. And Joyce, you know what I liked about that? He slowed down, kept himself in front of the man with the ball in front of him, got the foul, and laid it in.
And he didn't show the ball. He kept it on his right hip. So if he's going to get fouled, the defender's got to come across his body.
Nice play by the freshman.
Nice play. See, Rainier Beach gritty though. They gritty. They're honoring like their coach, and they got a lot of pride.
This is the free throw. Still down only by 7. 102. Garfield in front. Miles Damon in the front court goes all the way, lays it up in. The bucket will count, and a foul called. So Miles Damon eschews the clock and says, hey, I'm going to take it to the hoop and gets the results.
I ain't had that many tonight, and I'm kind of open. So let me attack the front of this rim.
Garfield now back up by 9, could be 10 if Damon can convert this free throw. The lefty puts it up. Oh, net. You got a 10-point lead and a timeout now with 57 seconds left to go in the game. Joyce, I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed the last Garfield Rainier Beach game, even though the score, wasn't that close of a game, but I'm really enjoying this game.
Yeah, this is a good game. Because we always say, I've lost games as a coach when I was undefeated at one time at Garfield against a Rainier Beach team, because we were undefeated. We were supposed to be the best team. Rainier Beach didn't care. They kept knocking on the door. And we got to playing for ourselves instead of together. And they were able to run off right at the end. So it can happen. We've seen it over the years. It can happen that a number one team goes down. We see it on every level sometimes. The best team doesn't always win. But I tip my hat off to Rainier Beach because they still working hard with 57.5 seconds left.
If they can't do it with 57 seconds down by 10, is this still a moral victory for Beach?
Well, this is a win. But coach ain't gonna let him get too comfortable with a loss. But he's gonna talk about they're gonna watch the tape, and he's gonna say, look at all the things we did well.
If you're Garfield, are you disappointed about this? I mean, everybody's going to give you your best shot. If you're Garfield, you're the number one team in the state and undefeated.
I don't think you're well. Coach is gonna have a few probably choice statements for the players. He's gonna remind them we got to play better. They're gonna look at the tape too and see all the opportunities that they missed tonight. But still, got to play.
Mario Clark with the ball. Beach with 48 seconds to go. Gursky goes up. Shot is blocked. The ball will go out of bounds. Gursky on the floor.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Garfield.
By the way, if you've enjoyed this deep three, bounces off the front of the rim, rebounded by Mario Clark, pulls it away, goes up off the glass, doesn't go. Beach battling Sims. King Larry Sims with the bucket. That'll pull Rainier Beach back within 8. Sir Larry is filling up the stat sheet, Joyce.
He's playing well. He's playing really well. That nose for the ball, it's on display. Right here, we're watching it. And getting back to what you were asking me. So Rainier Beach is going to say, okay, we can build on this. We really never quit. We never quit. If Garfield's going to get to where they want to go, they got a lot of cleaning up to do. They got some things that they got to get better or put extra attention to, like making the extra pass. Moving their body, doing the simple stuff, not individually trying to do it, but collectively. I don't know if there's a better team in the state, 1 through 5.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. It's me, Tony B. Harlem Globetrotters coming to town, and we have Harlem Globetrotter right here on the broadcast with us, the legend, Joyce Walker.
We there. We taking about 20 kids tomorrow, so they can go watch the show. Can't wait to see my alumnus.
What was it like to play with the world famous Harlem Globetrotters, Joyce? I don't want to lose 30 seconds left in the game.
It was amazing. To go into a place where people expect a show, to entertain the people. It'll be about basketball. You sure gonna get the buckets, but you sure want to entertain.
Makes the two. Go ahead. Down and a foul called. What was that like for you?
Well, being a woman, being one of the first 2 women to make a breakthrough in the sport, it was huge. Of course, we had separate digs, but for me, it just let me know, because I always played with guys. I didn't know any other way. Yeah, I just felt I belonged. So it was just a sense of family, built some relationships over the years. It's still we had the show, we had skits, but it's about getting buckets too.
And the first basket from Patrice Mpoli is good to pull Beach back within 10 with 16 seconds left to go in the game.
But to see the world through sport and travel around the world and meet so many people, just amazing journey.
Second shot by Mpoli goes, and he was fouled on a 3-pointer, so he'll get 3. This could pull the game within 8. Mpoli makes all 3 shots, down by 8 now with 16 seconds left. Legend Smiley with it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. In it, Marquette. And 5-7, looks like they're going to let this play out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And Garfield was able to pull it out. A game effort by the Rainier Beach Vikings as we get to triple zeros, Joyce.
They had to earn this one, though. Wasn't no cushion. There was enough of a cushion, but Rainier Beach always fought back.
Final score. The Garfield Bulldogs remain undefeated. And the Garfield Bulldogs with 76, the Rainier Beach Vikings 68. And good to see, again, as usual, both teams showing love to each other.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it's a game. It's a wonderful game, and we're going to compete. But you know what? We got unity as well.
Well, there's one more game left in the season. The next time we'll be broadcasting, Joyce, we'll be in the Metro playoffs.
Tuesday? Is that
So
the next time?
we won't be Tuesday.
Okay.
But the next time we broadcast, yeah, it'll be Metro
All
playoff.
right. Well,
How
let's
does the
go.
game change in the Metro League playoffs, or does it change?
No, I don't think it changes. You know that you're seeded. Certain teams you got to win or you can't advance. It's just competitive. Everybody wants to get to that state tournament, right? So the first thing you gotta exercise is be in the seeding to make it to the state tournament. I don't know if it changes. Be more people, more hypey. You know, you'd be excited because some of the upperclassmen know this is their last run. I don't know if it changes. You have to lock in though. Some of the mistakes we saw tonight, they got to get cleaned up.
Okay.
They got to get cleaned up.
On behalf of CEO Evans, Mr. Daniel Bellis, and Joyce Walker, a couple things. You're going to Harlem Globetrotters, Simone? Or
Yes.
You're taking some kids with you too?
Yes.
All right. The legend, on top of behalf of the legend, Joyce Walker, and it's me, Tony B. We'll be back with you for the next Metro League playoff series. That's it. Don't forget again, Black History Month, February 1st to the 28th at the Columbia City Theater, now known as the Black History Month Museum. And put that up 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can go to calltoconscience.world. Also, we do these broadcasts for free. We bring this to the pup. If you want to donate to us, if you enjoyed this broadcast, which I know you did, Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. So Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. And then again, you can purchase your tickets for the Black History Month Museum at calltoconscience.world. That's it. That's all the time I have. That's going to do it for the kid. It's me, Tony B, saying, remember, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you are probably right.
See you next time. Thank you.